ma'am. My name is Bishwabhan Rana, and basically I am from Uttarakhand, and my home district name is Uttarkasi, and my block name is Kurola.
Fine, from Uttarakhand. So I hope everything is fine these days, because due to rain, floods, Uttarakhand and Himachal both are facing havoc, landslides and floods, and life is not easy in mountains. So I guess everything is fine at your place.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, madam. Uh,
Okay.
First of all, may I know something about yourself, ma'am?
Yes, yes, definitely. So, as you said that you belong to Uttarakhand and I belong to Himachal, so we both are from mountain areas. We can say we both are paharis.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
yes.
sure.
So, yeah. My name is Neha Rana. Originally, I am from Himachal Pradesh, but presently I stay in Mohali, that is in Punjab. And I've been working as a homemaker for 14 years now. And I would love to say that I'm a homemaker by profession and a teacher by heart, as I take online tuition classes and session where mostly I deal with students who are beginners or younger ones. And in this way, I'm sharing my knowledge. Also, I am brushing up my communication skills. Have you ever been to Himachal?
No, no, I not haven't been to Himachal, but I'm just asking you, no, because
Okay.
you belong to Himachal. That's why I'm
Yes,
asking you.
yes. Okay. I have been to Uttarakhand. I have visited Haridwar and Rishikesh.
Right.
Yes, so I have been to. But it's my dream destination to visit Kedarnath. In your area is a hilly area. It's not plain like Haridwar and Rishikesh. It
Yeah,
must.
sure, sure.
Okay, okay.
It's also
So,
hills area, no?
hmm. Okay, so what do you do? What is your job profile? Are you working professional, or I want to know?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Uh, I am a government teacher and
Oh,
English
wow,
and
wow.
teach English.
English.
And I am working. Yeah, yeah, sure, ma'am. I'm working at Block Pratap Nagar in Tiri Gadwal.
Okay, Tiri Garhwal. Yes, I have heard this. Please, okay, so
Yeah,
I
and
am speak. Okay, yes, yes, continue, please.
I have been working since 6 years. Yeah,
Okay, 16,
6 years, 6 years. 6 years has been
6
past
years,
year.
6
Yeah,
years. Okay, so are you taking primary classes, or high, like you teach which classes, like?
yeah. Yeah, I'm teaching class 6 to 10,
Okay, you are
mostly 9 and
TGT.
10 class.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you are a
TGT English.
TGT,
Yeah,
right? TGT English.
yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So,
So
uh,
I'm teacher, but I have connected to your channel. I'm
okay,
getting a lot of knowledge.
okay,
Actually, there is a lot of problem with me. My English spoken is very weak. That's because I am
okay.
from Hindi medium.
Hmm.
But even
Yes,
then, I'm
actually.
getting, yeah, yeah. And even then, I'm getting effort. Na, ki how can I learn
Yes.
properly, and how can talk with anybody in fluently in front of the people whenever anybody meets to me. So I can get lots of knowledge through your channels. I connect with many channels, ma'am. No,
Thank you so
because
much. Thank you so much. Like, if I am helping you in any way, so it's a privilege for me. Okay.
I'm sure I can learn so many kinds of things through your channel. Because the thing is that uh, uh, there is no uh, proper atmosphere in hills areas, ma'am.
Hmm. Right. Right.
Because where I'm teaching, so there is no atmosphere that I can uh, learn and I can talk with anyone. You know,
Yes. I belong to Himachal. I am also a Hindi medium school student. My education is also from Hindi medium schools, and I did my masters in English in 2005. So it was that's why I mentioned in my introduction, teaching a subject is a different thing, and learning a language or teaching a language is a different thing, because mostly people, when people come to know, I guess with you it must be happened. Okay, you are teacher of English, so you should know how to speak in English, or you should know, you must no, you must be fluent in English many times. लोग बोलते हैं ना कि अगर आप इंग्लिश के टीचर हो तो आपको फ्लुएंटली बोलना आना चाहिए, बट
Sure, sure.
these these are these two things are different, because we have done our masters in English subject, we haven't
Okay.
done masters in English language. So people need to understand this. Okay, so yes, I can completely relate with you, sir. And you know what, uh, because I am masters in English, so I can understand, and I have come a long way. My subject makes me, or my subject always motivates me to learn this language. I guess this is the reason I am just keeping I am on that way to polish my communication skills, because whenever we try somewhere to get a job, so if you are a teacher of English, so people used to say, okay, you must be fluent in English, but they don't know we belong to small villages where we don't have that environment. And definitely we are good at grammatical concepts, we can teach students, but people need to understand that language is different from subject. But sir, you are taking this initiative, that you are working on your communication skills, that's commendable, because we need these kind of teachers who are always ready to learn. Because some people think, okay, we know everything and we do not need to learn, but learning is a continuous process, and we should be always ready to learn with that alacrity, I would say. So okay sir, now tell me something about your school experience. How do you deal with your students? Do you like
Yeah, yeah,
communicate with
ma'am.
your
Yeah,
students in English?
yeah, yeah, yeah. First of all, madam, I tell you my background, family background. Actually, there are there are 4 and 5 members in my family. My father is shopkeeper, and my mother is homemaker. Uh, I uh, uh, I am married, and I have 2 kids also. And my brother is also a government teacher.
Wow.
As far as uh, my other uh, educational background is concerned, I have done my intermediate from DIC Pro Lavtargas, and thereafter I I got my graduation from DAB PG College Dehradun, and my master's degree from Gopeshwar in Chamoli district.
Okay.
But now, madam, let me tell you one thing. I was also very weak my schooling time at English subject. I was also fond of learn something mathematics. But
Okay.
even after my intermediate, when I passed my intermediate, after that I make lots of effort. How can I improve myself? I also keep a uh, 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 small dictionary in my pocket.
Okay.
In intermediate and high school, I was very weak my subject. But after intermediate, when I moved to Dehradun, then I got coaching there also. I
Okay.
learned many kinds of vocabulary also. And there is a lot of challenge in my life. But
Hmm.
now I'm also teacher here. But even then I know I'm getting a lot of knowledge through your channels.
Yes.
I'm very curious. So how can I talk with anybody with front of the people? Because
Hmm.
ma'am, English is the main aspect of in our life.
Yes.
Without
Right.
this, we cannot survive. Because I
Yes.
am an English teacher, you know. Uh,
Yes.
even although I teach my students practice of conversations when
Hmm.
anybody meets you unknown person, then how can you talk you?
Yes.
And I also tell them कि whenever you move to market and any places, anybody can talk with you. Suppose that, madam,
Yes.
because you also belong to Himachal Pradesh. I'm also
Yes.
belong to Uttarakhand. The
Hmm.
situations of hills areas. There
Right.
is no proper scenario. How can we talk very friendly of the people? Even that,
Hmm.
whenever I got a chance to, uh, you know, move to market, whenever you purchase anything, there is the access for English. Suppose that if I'm getting shopping, हम बोलते हैं ना कि मैं अरे हमको तो खरीदारी करनी है, but
हाँ.
we use the shopping. but the trend is going on now.
Yes.
That's so English is very essential in our life. So
Yes.
that's so can get lot of knowledge your channels and other English connection channels. We can learn lots of things.
Yes, yes, sir. Actually, yes. Like as you told that we don't have that environment, and you are doing a great job. And you have a plus point because you are a teacher and you deal with the students. So I think you have partners. Actually, you have many partners to speak with. So I would suggest you to just speak in English as much as you can, because I can tell you from my experience, we can, if we are watching something, if we are jotting down something, we can increase our vocabulary words, we can increase our writing skills. But if we want to speak fluently, we have to speak up. That's it. Until and unless we are speaking, and speaking needs practice and consistency. Now you have that comfort zone with your students, right? You will be more confident in front of your students. But when it comes to realistic conversation, suppose you are speaking with some stranger, then we become conscious and we start getting stuck and fumble. So it happens, I guess, with everyone. Even right now, I am very honest. I'm very honest. I used to say, like, I can tell you this frankly, that I get stuck now also. It is not that I am very fluent or frequent with everyone. No, it is sometimes I get stuck, and it is normal. I have no fear and I have no embarrassment of accepting this fact that I get stuck, because it's not our mother tongue. It's a foreign language and we are learning this. So when we are out of this fear that we can get stuck, we can get fumble, then I guess uh, chances of our learning increase. So that is it. And apart from your classes, you teach subject, you teach chapter, you must be teaching chapter or your grammatical concepts. Do you manage or do you schedule any specific activities for your students and for you as well? Any kind of other activities where, yes, so I would like to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
how that all those activities. Just explain how do you manage or schedule all these kind of activities.
Ma'am, whenever I teach my students, my activity is like, it's English is spoken. Every day I teach, the chapter and, the grammatical portion also. But apart from this, I teach, the conversation also and the public speaking also. And
Yes.
I, I tell my students, see, whenever you meet someone, unknown person, suppose that if you are going somewhere, you are
Hmm.
sitting in the bus and any marketplaces, and anybody in unknown person meet you, then how can talk with you? How can you introduce
Yes.
yourself also? So I make practice also, no? But
Yes.
the students are scared to me. It's the
Hmm.
traits of and students, every student. How can I ask? Every time I tell my students, you should ask me whenever I meet you, because ma'am, I'm where I'm teaching here. Here is hills areas, villages also here, and my school is very near from here where
Okay.
I'm living here. And
Okay.
so the all villagers and students live here. But every time I tell my students, you can ask me, suppose simple,
Hmm.
new kinds of vocab and new kinds of sentence. Every day
Yes.
I search for the new kinds of word and new kind of
Hmm.
sentence. Every time I told them, you could ask me whenever I meet you. Suppose that if I am coming, in your at your home, in your
Hmm.
village, in any function, so it's sure you should ask me.
Yes.
Don't hesitate, because as a teacher, I am your friend also. So there is what is the problem? You can ask me.
Right.
Because you have to write in your life. So you will have to take some kinds of steps.
Yes.
Then you can improve yourself. But some students ask me, you know, and I'm just telling you. Let me tell you one thing. Today, when I was teaching in class, I told my students that just write down the new 5 words and then ask me, make the simple kind of sentence like this, because ma'am, there is no proper atmosphere here.
Yes.
I tell them, just ask me, please come here, please go there, have a seat, please,
Yes.
go up, go down. Just, use a simple kind of sentence. And
Sentences.
after that, gradually, when will be able to use simple kind of sentence, then
Hmm.
one day will come, definitely you can make new kinds of sentence, and without
Yes.
hesitation, you can talk with anybody.
Commendable, sir. Commendable. Like you, first of all, as you mentioned that you tell your student to come and put question. That is the strength of your profession. Because I have heard from so many students, they just tell me, ma'am, if we ask any question to our teacher, he or she just bashes us. So being a teacher, I think it's our duty. And if our students are if our students are scared to ask us any question, then I think it's a failure as a teacher, because we are supposed to be their guide, their friend, and you are doing commendable job, sir. And yes, that's as you told that due to lack of environment you are facing so many problems. I can understand completely. You can do one thing, as much my experience I can tell you, just
Sure.
give your students maximum 5 words a day or 3 words, and tell them to make sentences, because this is the activity which is yeah, like it increases students vocabulary plus their logical and reasoning skills, because once they write any word they will think, okay, how can I frame the sentence. So make this activity a part of your daily routine. You can tell them 3 words, 2 words, or 5 words, it's your choice. Okay, and you will give simple words like book, pen, pencil kind of words, and you will tell your students you have to frame sentences. Okay, and when students frame sentences, they are actually thinking in English. They are trying to find words. In a way, they are indulging in that activity where they are trying to where they are creating that environment. And then and most important, sir, you can take your मदर टंग्स हेल्प, बीट हिंदी और गढ़वाली, आप जो भी लैंग्वेज बोलते हो ना, क्योंकि बच्चों को अगर आप डायरेक्ट इंग्लिश में बोलोगे, सम चिल्ड्रन आर गोइंग टू गेट दैट, सम चिल्ड्रन विल नॉट गेट दैट, क्योंकि सभी का अपना अपना
Sure.
स्पेस है. सो यू कैन यूज योर लोकल, जो भी आपकी मदर टंग है, ओके, यू कैन यूज दैट टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड. एंड सबसे पहले वेन एवर यू आर गिविंग देम वर्ड, उसका मीनिंग आपको पता होना चाहिए. यू विल टेल देम मीनिंग, और बच्चों को बोलोगे आप फाइंड आउट द मीनिंग. Then how to pronounce, because pronunciation plays an important role. Okay, so with this activity, with the help of this activity, you will tell them so many things: a meaning of the word, then pronunciation. Main important part comes function of that word. function बोलेंगे या part of speech बोलेंगे. As in light, आपने उनको दिया, just imagine you ask your student to make a sentence using the word light. Mostly you will get the answer: switch the light on, turn the light on, light is blinking. Then you will tell the function of this word. Part of speech, जब बच्चे बोलेंगे light is blinking, it means they are telling, okay, there is an object, light is blinking. So noun here, but you will give them example: I love wearing light colors. लाइट कलर्स. देन यू विल टेल कि यहाँ पे लाइट जो है वो क्या है, एडजेक्टिव है, बिकॉज इट इज टेलिंग द क्वालिटी ऑफ कलर, राइट. जो ये फीचर, ये इसकी विशेषता, फीचर जो विशेषता बता रहा है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ कलर. तो आप बताओगे कि एक वर्ड का जो है, एक वर्ड के अलग अलग फंक्शंस होते हैं. यू कैन रिलेट, जैसे माय नेम इज नेहा, राइट. किसी के लिए मैं, फॉर माय सन आई एम अ मदर, for my husband I am wife, for my parents I am their daughter, for my parents in law I am their daughter in law. So I am one, but I have different function. Same way we have one word with different function. तो light का हमने example दिया. Also you can tell my face lights up when I saw my kids. जब मैं अपने बच्चों को, when I see my kids, जब मैं अपने बच्चों को देखता हूँ तो चेहरा खिल जाता है. So in this sentence लाइट इज अ वर्ब, एक्शन हो रहा है, लाइट एक वर्ब है. क्या, क्यों, चेहरा खिल रहा है. ओके, तो यू कैन टेल वन वर्ड हैज सो मेनी फंक्शन. एक वर्ड के हमारे पास सो इन दिस वे पता क्या होता है, बच्चों की जो कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियरिंग होती है, children will get to know okay one word had different functions, so you can make your teaching interesting. Also children will be more curious to learn. Okay sir, now you can give them another word, be it book. बहुत सारे वर्ड्स हैं जिनके जो हम एज अ वर्ब यूज करते हैं, एज एडवर्ब, एडजेक्टिव, इन अ वे यू आर इंट्रोड्यूसिंग पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच. यू कैन डू दिस एक्टिविटी विद स्पेसिफिक क्लासेस विद 8, 9 एंड 10, क्योंकि उन बच्चों का थोड़ा उनको ग्रामेटिकल नॉलेज हो चुका होता है एंड दे आर गुड टू गो. सो यू कैन हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज एंड दिस विल मेक योर टीचिंग इंटरेस्टिंग and आपकी class management skills also will be improving. So do this and give your classes 5 words, maximum 5, 2, 3 to 5 words. Here की बात करें, HEAR, here. So form of here, तो बच्चे करते हैं heard, heard, but actually it is heard. So pronunciation matters. Okay, read, तो बच्चे करते हैं read, but it is actually read. So we need as an English teacher, it's our duty to give them knowledge. जितना हम उनको as much as we can enlighten them, it's our duty and it's our job. So I can give you these kind of activities which I used to do. मैं अपनी online classes में ऐसे ही बच्चों के साथ deal करती हूँ and they really like. So there are so many. So in another session जितना मेरे को होगा knowledge I will share, but you are already dealing practically in your classes, so you have vast knowledge than me because I am dealing online only. I'm not going out anywhere. So anything else, sir, if you want to ask me or if you want to share anything, you are free to ask.
So, ma'am, your your step, whatever you told me, that I'm sure I will follow such kind of activities in my class also. And whenever I teach my students, ma'am, actually, I try to how can learn my students in proper way. Suppose that if I am,
Yes.
Students are very confused. Suppose that if we are using, to give means dena, pay means dena, deliver means dena, furnish means
Dena.
but they can't, in a proper way. How can make this
Yes.
sentence?
Right.
Suppose मैं बोलूँ कि मुझे आपकी किताब दो आप,
किताब दो.
प्लीज गिव मी योर बुक. अगर मैं बोलूँगा डिलीवर का मतलब क्या होता है, देना होता है, तो क्या बोलेंगे, डिलीवर मी योर बुक, so every day I tell them you can use by simple somebody that I'm just delivering speech. For speech we can use deliver,
Yes.
for attention
Yes.
we can use you pay, and in details you can use
Yes.
furnish. So many kind of sentence. Suppose that if कि see means भी देखना होता है, look means भी देखना होता है, but they are confused.
Yes, I agree because this language is confusing. This language is confusing.
Here means sunna and listen means sunna. They are very confused. So every time I'm tell them how can we use in proper way.
Yes.
And every time.
So yes, now all these activities we can manage these activities during classroom. Now what will you do if your students are confused between hear and listen? You can play a game. Just randomly you are sitting there, okay, you will tell your students, now we are sitting in our classroom but we can hear screaming or shouting of other classes where children are just screaming, shouting, someone is moving, so we can hear the tapping sound of foot. We are not intentionally hearing that, वो naturally आ रही है ना, maybe chirping sounds of birds, पक्षियों की चहचहाने की आवाज. We are not paying attention, still we are able to get all those sounds, even honking sounds, जो गाड़ियों की हॉर्न की आवाजें हैं. तो आप उनको समझाओगे ये सारी आवाजें जो मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ बट यू पीपल आर एबल टू हियर, तो ये नेचुरल तरीके से हम सुन रहे हैं, हम कोई एफर्ट नहीं लगा रहे हैं, इट मीन्स वी आर हियरिंग. लेकिन जब मैं आपको बोलूंगा स्टूडेंट्स आई एम गोइंग टू इंट्रोड्यूस समथिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट, लिसन टू मी, जब आप ध्यान दोगे कि हमें अभी क्या करना है, सर को सुनना है, then you are not hearing me, you are listening to me, because तब आप एफर्ट कर रहे हो, you are putting your effort to, you are trying to concentrate whatever I am telling you, then you are listening, because उसके लिए आपको थोड़ा ध्यान लगाना पड़ रहा है कि सर ने जो बोला है वो सुनना भी है, तो मैं सुन लेता हूँ, then listen. लेकिन जब मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ, हम आजू बाजू में पक्षी बोल रहे हैं, कहीं से कुछ गिरा उसकी आवाज आई, तो वो हियर है, क्योंकि हमने उसको स्पेशली नहीं सुना, वो नेचुरली हमें आ रही हैं, दैट इज हियर. सो इन दिस वे यू कैन मेक इट वेरी इजी उनको बता के. ठीक है, फिर आप इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज रख सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ वी आर जस्ट स्टडिंग हियर. अगर सपोज कोई बस जाती है तो आप बोलोगे सबने सुनी बस की आवाज, अब मुझे बताओ इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, हियर या लिसन. क्योंकि हमने उसको स्पेशल नहीं सुना, वो क्रॉस हुई तो उसकी आवाज आई, तो हम उसको बोलेंगे कि हमने उसको सुना हियर, क्योंकि हमने एफर्ट नहीं लगाया. फिर आप उसको बोलोगे अच्छा पे अटेंशन, फिर आप चौक से टक टक करना, क्योंकि आपने बोला पे अटेंशन, तो बच्चों ने अटेंशन पे किया. सो नाउ लिसन टू, अभी आप उसको सुन रहे हो क्योंकि आपने उस पर अटेंशन दी. तो यू कैन फ्रेम दीज काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम्पल्स जस्ट टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड. सो आई होप इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू.
Yeah, sure, ma'am, sure.
Okay.
And every day, madam, I also make, I also make try to how can I tell them a new kinds of sentence, new
Yes.
kinds of word, and as you, you are telling me you can use such kind of way, you can follow such kind of way.
Yes.
Suppose that I told them, suppose that if we are using, see means देखना and look means देखना, but intensely यदि हम बोल रहे
हाँ.
हैं कि भाई look at this blackboard, तो आप मुझे देख रहे हैं.
Yes.
suppose that if
Right.
हम passing through a way, अब वहां पे हमने कोई मंकी देख लिया है तो हम वहाँ पे लुक तो नहीं बोलेंगे, बिकॉज
नहीं.
आपने वहाँ कोई इंटरेस्ट तो देखा नहीं, अचानक आपकी नजर पड़ गई, तो यू कैन यूज कि ऐसा मंकी दिया.
Yes. आप अपने
तो एवरी
क्लासरूम
टाइम.
में. यस, आप अपने क्लासरूम में जैसे देखो, अभी आप और मैं क्लास ले रहे हैं, मैं अपने रूम में बैठी हूँ, आई एम पेइंग, मैं आपको देख रही हूँ, आई एम लुकिंग एट यू, बट बाय दैट टाइम मुझे यहाँ पे कवर्ड भी दिख रहा है, कर्टन्स भी दिख रहे हैं. सो आई कैन सी कवर्ड, आई कैन सी कर्टन हियर, बट आई एम लुकिंग एट यू, बट मेरा ध्यान कहाँ है, आप में. इसी तरह क्लास में आप बोलोगे कि मैं यहाँ बैठा हूँ, आप पर्टिकुलर एक बच्चे को देखोगे, है ना, सपोज उसका नाम राज है, आई एम लुकिंग एट राज, बट बाय दैट टाइम आई कैन सी डेस्क है, चेयर्स हैं, बट वो जो चीज़ बस इस तरह से, व्हेन यू विल रिलेट दीज थिंग्स विद जो भी आपके पास मटेरियल है. और इसके लिए यू कैन ईजिली यूज योर मदर टंग. बच्चों को समझ आना चाहिए. जैसे आपने अभी हियर का बोला, आप बोलो कि आप अपने रूम में, रूम आपका बंद है, आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, यू आर जस्ट स्टडिंग, तो बाहर आपकी चाची किसी को आवाज़ लगा रही है अपने बच्चे को, आप उसको सुन पा रहे हो, तो वो हियर है, क्योंकि आपने अटेंशन नहीं पे की, वो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको सुनाई दी नेचुरली, तो वो हियर हो गई. सो ट्राई टू वीव दीज काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम्पल्स, क्योंकि इससे बच्चों की अंडरस्टैंडिंग, बच्चे जो होते हैं ना वो रिलेट करते हैं चीज़ों को. सो these kind of examples are going to help you most. And sir, on Saturdays you can arrange an activity like उनको कोई टॉपिक दे दिया, माई स्कूल, माई फेवरेट टीचर, आस्क देम टू स्पीक ऑन दिस टॉपिक. ठीक है, आप इस तरह से कई बार क्लास को, बड़ी क्लासेस को दो ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड कर दिया, उनको दे दिया टॉपिक सोशल मीडिया, एक ग्रुप वाले तैयार करेंगे एडवांटेजेस, दूसरे करेंगे डिसएडवांटेजेस. सैटरडेज को यू कैन गो फॉर दीज काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी. सैटरडे को एक पीरियड रख लिया कि आज हम उनको एक हफ्ता पहले बता दिया, एक ग्रुप के बच्चे जो हैं वो करेंगे एडवांटेजेस पे डिबेट, दूसरे वाले बताएंगे डिसएडवांटेजेस, तो बच्चे में क्यूरियोसिटी आती है, ओके यस हम बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में. नहीं तो सिंपल टॉपिक दे दो, आपको आप बोल दो रेंडमली टॉपिक, आप रेंडम टॉपिक डिस्कस कर सकते हो. यू कैन आपके पास आपका चैप्टर डन हो गया एंड यू हैव 10 minutes, so you can ask your students, okay you have to describe your classroom, you can see your classroom, now describe your classroom in English. ठीक है, फिर बच्चे बोलेंगे दिस इज माई क्लासरूम, इट्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, इट्स वॉल्स आर वाइट, ऐसे ऐसे करके. देन यू कैन प्रोवाइड देम वोकैबुलरी वर्ड्स. अगर आपको बोलना है मेरा क्लासरूम खुला डुला है, इट्स स्पेशियस, बच्चों को बताइए स्पेशियस, ब्लैक बोर्ड पे लिख दीजिए स्पेशियस मीन्स खुला डुला. तो इस तरह से डेली यू कैन गो फॉर दीज काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज. सो
Yeah. Sure, ma'am, I use such kind of words like that. Suppose that if I am telling them ki make a simple sentence on any topic. Suppose that if I am asking them make some few sentence on my school, so mostly students are very confused.
yes,
They they say my school name is upper primary school Sondi, and they usually say it is two teacher, it is five room, but they are very confused ki how can we
confused,
use, how can you use of has, how can
has,
you use have. They don't know कि what is the position,
yes,
suppose that if I कि भाई इस विद्यालय में 4 कमरे, तो it has 4 rooms, my school has 4 rooms, वो सीधे क्या लिख देंगे मैडम कि माय स्कूल इज 4 रूम।
यस, आई अंडरस्टैंड, आई अंडरस्टैंड। तो इसके लिए सर मैं बताऊं, आपको लेनी पड़ेगी अपनी मदर टंग की हेल्प, क्योंकि मैंने डील किया है ऐसे बच्चों से भी। फिर आपको मतलब ये है कि आपको शुरू से शुरू करना पड़ेगा। यू विल बी टेलिंग देम कोई चीज़, जैसे अगर आप बोलोगे सपोज ये पेन है, पेन मेरा, ये मेरा है, मेरे पास एक पेन है, तो आप समझाओगे। जब मैं बोलूँगी मेरे पास, आई हैव, आप बताओगे कि मेरे पास कोई चीज़ होती है। एक एक फॉर 1 वीक, फॉर होल 1 वीक उनको सिर्फ हैव से रिलेटेड सेंटेंसेस बताइए। आई हैव माई बैग, आई हैव माई बॉटल, आई हैव माई बुक्स। इस तरह से कि बच्चों को पता चले कि जब मैं बोलूँगा मेरे पास, तो मैंने हैव लगाना है। धीरे धीरे फिर आप उनको ये भी बताओगे उसके पास, फिर आप हैज़ को भी लाओगे, ही हैज़, शी हैज़, इट हैज़। क्योंकि आपको क्या करना है, यू हैव टू क्लियर देयर बेसिक। हम उनके साथ बड़ी बड़ी एक्टिविटीज़ नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज हमें उनका बेस बनाना है। सो यू हैव टू यूज़ योर मदर टंग इफ़ यू वांट टू मेक दम क्लियर। हम एकदम से इंग्लिश में बोलेंगे, दे विल गेट कन्फ्यूज, उनको क्लियर ही नहीं आएगा, उनको समझ ही नहीं आएगा कि सर क्या बोल रहे हैं। तो आप कोई भी एक टॉपिक पकड़ो, छोटा छोटा उनको समझाओ बेसिक। और जैसे हैव का बताया, साथ में थोड़ा थोड़ा उसके पास, पहले मेरा क्लियर कर दिया, मेरे पास बच्चे फ्रैंक हो गए, सर आई हैव, आई बिंदास बोल रहे हैं वो। फिर उनको सिखाओ कि उसके पास एक पेन है। फिर बच्चे करेंगे ही हैव, तब आप बोलोगे कि ही के साथ जो है ना, ही का फ्रेंड हैज है, कहानी बना दो, आई का फ्रेंड हैव है, आई वी यू दे का फ्रेंड हैव है, ही शी इट का फ्रेंड हैज है। ऐसे करके ब्लैक बोर्ड पे लिख दो ये फ्रेंड्स हैं। बच्चों को बोलना कल मैं पूछूंगा किसका फ्रेंड कौन है। तो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको हेल्प करेंगी। इस तरह से कॉन्सेप्ट आप बच्चों का क्लियर कर सकते हो। So I think our class is getting longer, video is getting longer, but sir, if you have any doubts in, like अगर मैं किसी तरह से any way, if in any way I can help you, please you are all free to ask me। मैसेंजर पे आप मुझे मैसेज कर सकते हैं। और एक सेशन अगर आपको चाहिए होगा, if you want to practice more, you can just message me, I'll schedule one more session, ठीक है? Because अभी 40 minutes हो गया, I have another session and
So
I'm getting messages.
I also congratulate to you, know, because you are running a YouTube channel. I can get
Oh,
lots of
thank you.
knowledge through your channel, you know. So very, it's
Thank you,
glad to
sir.
meet you, ma'am.
Yeah, same here, same here. It was like amazing. I always love meeting with teachers, specifically when it comes to my subject. Like we share same subject, so it was such a pleasure meeting with you. And we'll have another session जहाँ पे हम थोड़ा और डिस्कस करेंगे, क्योंकि सर मैं बहुत कंसर्न हूँ बच्चों को लेकर, जो भी हमारे रूरल एरिया के बच्चे हैं। आई रियली जेन्युइनली वांट टू डू समथिंग फॉर देम, because they don't get that environment, they don't get those all options or platform where they can polish themselves. So आपको
Sure, ma'am.
कभी भी लगे कि आपको कोई स्पेशल सेशन चाहिए बच्चों से रिलेटेड कुछ भी डिस्कस करने का, आई एम जस्ट अ मैसेज अवे। सो okay sir, thank you so
Sure,
much,
ma'am. Sure,
and yes, take care, bye bye sir, have a good day.
same here, same here. You also take